Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, January 21st. Coming up on Cullman Today, a message from the EMA, an update from local schools, and an agreement between Wallace State Community College and Samford University. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. With below freezing temperatures hanging around for the remainder of the week, Annabelle House was with Cullman County EMA specialist Brent McDonald to bring us this report.
Just as the snow has melted, more winter weather has appeared on the forecast. Emergency resources have begun making preparations for this week as the possible threat of icy temperatures and severe conditions linger. On Wednesday, the Cullman County EMA met with VOAD in an emergency meeting to discuss plans for shelters and food for those in the community who will need assistance. EMA specialist Brent McDonald talks with us on how to prepare for the winter weather.
My advice would be with this cold weather, obviously, if you can, stay inside. Unfortunately, we all can't stay at home all of the time. If you have to get out, dress accordingly, wear multiple layers, prepare your pipes at home, because this is pipe busting temperatures. Prepare your vehicle. Make sure your vehicle has antifreeze, and your pets. Make sure your pets are safe inside the warmth. If you're cold, they're cold too. So keep that in mind. And more than anything, make sure your elderly and your more vulnerable population is taken care of during this cold weather, because it can be deadly.
To keep more up-to-date on weather announcements and updates, be sure to follow Cullman EMA on their social media platforms and stay tuned for more alerts. This has been Annabelle House. Stay warm, Cullman.
And in related news, local students had Monday off in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but they will be returning today, so be sure they are bundled up. Cullman County Schools, a system that utilizes school buses, will be on a 2-hour delay on Tuesday and Wednesday due to the cold weather. Cullman City Schools will run on their regular schedules with no delays. Superintendent Kyle Koloff said that students will be welcomed into buildings as soon as they arrive during these frigid temperatures. Wallace State Community College has signed a memorandum of understanding with Samford University, which will provide Wallace State students pursuing a bachelor's degree at Samford a smoother transfer experience. Samford University President Beck Taylor says he's hopeful the new partnership will open up new pathways and opportunities for even more students to go to Samford. As part of the agreement, Wallace State students may choose between several transfer pathways offered through Samford online undergraduate programs. Transfer students from Wallace State may also qualify for scholarships from Samford University, as well as scholarships for Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. STEM scholarships are also available for students who have completed 2 years of coursework in a science or math-related field. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Alabama wins at Kentucky. Sports is up next.
Step into Cullman, where local heroes and community spirit shine. Introducing Community Matters Magazine from the Cullman Tribune, your guide to inspiring tales and community spirit. Celebrate our local champions and dive into the festivities at Christ Kindle Market. Feel the season's cheer and discover stories that inspire. Community Matters Magazine. Connect with your community. Find your free issue at these locations or download a copy online.
Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a closer look at the Crimson Tide's win on the hardwood over the weekend. Alabama's Grant Nelson recorded a double-double with 25 points and 10 rebounds, while Mark Sears added 24 more to lead the fourth-ranked Crimson Tide to an impressive 102-97 road win at number 8 Kentucky Saturday afternoon. Saturday's win was Alabama's first win in Rupp Arena when playing a top 10 Kentucky team since 2002. The game was tight throughout and featured 6 ties and 6 lead changes until Alabama used a game-deciding 9-0 run to take a 90-81 lead late in the second half. The Wildcats did not get any closer than 4 points the rest of the way as Alabama sealed the win by hitting 9 of its 10 free throws in the final minute. Nelson's double-double performance was his 5th of the season, and Sears added a game-high 9 assists compared to just 1 turnover in the win. Together, Nelson and Sears also came up clutch at the free throw line, combining to go 14-15 from the stripe in the win. In addition to Nelson and Sears, LeBaron Philon posted 15 points and Chris Youngblood added 10. Saturday's win was head coach Nate Oates' 24th win over a top 25 team during his tenure at Alabama, placing him 1 victory away from tying the program's record for victories over AP top 25 teams. Alabama now has 6 top 25 wins on the season, 1 shy of matching the school record of 7 such wins. Saturday's game was Alabama's 3rd 100-point game against a ranked team this season, the most in a season since 1948. Alabama will return home to face Vanderbilt at Cullman Coliseum on Tuesday. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. and will be televised on the SEC network. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including a report from Mississippi College, a local powerlifting meet, a nearby nature preserve, and Wallace State Community College student achievements. We'll return right after this message. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Mississippi College's presidents and deans lists have been announced for the fall 2024 semester. On Mississippi College's presidents list, Ella Murphy of Cullman and Joshua Plunkett of Arab, and on the dean's list, Bailey Keefe of Cullman. To be eligible for the president's list, a student must maintain a 4.0 GPA, and for the dean's list, a 3.5 GPA, and for either, the student must take a full course load of at least 12 semester hours of undergraduate credit. Congratulations, students! The Garage and Cullman Barbell will host the My Bloody Valentine Novice Powerlifting Meet on Saturday, February 9th at 4 p.m. The competition, designed specifically for up-and-coming lifters, follows World Raw Powerlifting Federation rules and provides amateur competitors with a unique opportunity to test their strength while competing for cash prizes. Weigh-ins will take place on February 7th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Garage. The entry fee is $120, with payouts dependent upon participation. If you'd like to watch the competition, admission is $10 for spectators and $20 for coaches. Those interested in competing can contact Cullman Barbell at 256-590-6371 or search for My Bloody Valentine Novice Powerlifting Meet on Facebook. For those who love to explore new territories in Alabama, David Rayner of the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources has a recommendation. Cane Creek Canyon Nature Preserve, just a few miles south of Tuscumbia. If you're looking to get in a robust hike and learn a great deal about Alabama's natural history, Cane Creek Canyon provides a unique look at one of the state's most diverse habitats. Jim and Faye Lacefield, both retired educators, purchased land piece by piece to make up the nature preserve with the intent of creating something that would be accessible to others, with hiking trails, waterfalls, scenic overlooks, and the preserve's biodiversity made up of rare plants and lots of wildlife. Cane Creek Canyon has something for every nature lover. If you're interested in learning more about Cane Creek Canyon Nature Preserve, visit these websites, www.landtrustal.org or www.colbertcountytourism.org. Wallace State Community College published their Presidents and Deans list for the fall 2024 semester, which included 866 students. Kristen Holmes, Vice President for Students, attributes dedication, hard work, and commitment to excellence to the students' achievements. To earn a top spot on Wallace State's President's list, students must maintain a perfect 4.0 GPA for the semester, and for the Dean's List, a 3.5, while taking a course load of 12 or more hours. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Kim Fowler Smith, age 68, passed away Monday, December 30th. A celebration of life will be held at 1 p.m. on Saturday, January 25th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Barbara Ann Barnett Harris, age 84 of Cullman, passed away on Saturday, January 18th. Funeral services will be held at Holly Pond Funeral Home on Saturday, January 25th. Visitation will be at the funeral home from 1 p.m. until the funeral services begin at 2 p.m. Burial will follow at Duck River Baptist Church. John Olin Bailey, age 79 of Cullman, passed away on Saturday, January 18th. Funeral service will be at 1 p.m. on Friday, January 24th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home, with burial at Hamby's Chapel Cemetery. Visitation will be from 11 to 1 p.m. on Friday, January 24th. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at today's weather forecast. Today will be partly sunny with a high near 29 and a low around 10. Wednesday will see sunny skies and a little warmer with a high near 37 and a low around 19. Wind chills remain a factor and in the teens and 20s for both days. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a great Tuesday, Cullman.